I'm Gracie Hernandez.
And I'm Demetrius Cato.
And this is Keeping It Real. So D, what exactly is keeping it real mean?
To me, keeping it real means always being yourself while holding the same level of energy with everyone you meet. You never know who you may run into and have a conversation with. And keeping true to yourself or keeping it real can play a huge role in building relationships.
I agree. It also means connecting with our roots and staying true to ourselves in our community. This helps us break our barriers.
I like that, Gracie. Self-reflection is also important in keeping it real. It allows you to understand who you are and what you could do to leave positive impressions on the people you encounter.
We look for that in ourselves, and we can see it in the people that we admire to be.
My favorite former Knicks player, Allen Houston, is a perfect example of this. He allows the youth to see the future is in their hands. Allen always gives back to urban communities and young people of color, a true sign of keeping it real.
Great reference, D. Another example is in the film Story F, directed by Aristotle Torres. In the film, you could see how Luis Torres realizes that Kadir was not a street gangster. It taught him how being his true self can bring him further. Let's hear more from Alex Arias.
Thank you, Gracie. Aristotle's film tells us about how different influences affect someone and their peers. Let's send it to Brandon Gonzalez and Rasan Hill, who interviewed Aristotle to get a full understanding about his passion behind this film.
Hello, my name is Rasan Hill, and I'm with MSG Classroom today. Today, we are with Aristotle, and next to me is Brandon. What inspires you to share raw and real stories such as Kadir's and Story Ave?
Yeah, so what inspired me is, I wanted to create a film and a piece of art that made people just like both of you feel seen and know that like you're not alone on your journey, and that Kadir is a reflection of both of y'all, just young people who are aspiring for something great in their life.
Is there any advice you would give to someone who is struggling to not assimilate into their negative surroundings?
Negativity is controllable. It's unavoidable, but also controllable. We're human beings, so there's always light and dark. There's always positive and negative. But, good and bad, negative times come and go, so stay grounded, have loving people around you, do things that challenge you mentally, physically, creatively, and just know that all things pass.
Papito, you look like you're going through some stuff. There's a restaurant downstairs with an ATM machine. Come downstairs, have a meal with me. I'll give you some money.
Have you ever struggled to keep it real? If so, how did you overcome that challenge?
Yeah, I guess I have struggled at some point in my life, but, we're all human. But, I think keeping it real is authenticity. It's empathy. It's being the truest version of yourself. And that is being real. That is being cool. So for me, I try to stay true to my values and true to the upbringing that I had, and, do my best to not make decisions that I would regret later.
What kind of writer are you?
The streets tell you what you are. I don't know how I'm gonna ever repay you.
Let's focus on you showing that school what you made of.
What would you say to someone looking to pursue their artistic passion?
Yeah, I would say, understand that great things take a lot of work. It takes a lot of fortitude and mental accountability, but create a plan. I'm a big believer in a 30, 60 day, 90 plan, which is like you create small goals that are achievable, and then through time, you step back, and these smaller goals have created a big gap between where you started to where you are currently. And I think it's about creating healthy and good habits. If you say tomorrow I want to make a feature film, that's near impossible. But if you say tomorrow I want to write 1 page of a movie, and then in 3 months I want to have a script, and then in 1 year I want to be making a movie, that's attainable, that's achievable, that's a goal set that you can maintain through the course of time. And I think, as human beings, when you challenge yourself and you achieve those goals, you self-motivate to continue down that path. So, it's setting achievable goals, staying consistent, and also being kind to yourself, and understand that, some days are going to be better than others, but that doesn't reflect the total outcome.
Aristotle, I want to once again thank you for the inspiring story. I'm Rasan Hill, Brandon Gonzalez from MSG Classroom, signing off. Thank you.
Thanks, Brandon and Rasan. Now let's send it back to D.
Thanks, Alex. Aristotle's story demonstrates the importance of our message. It can be easy for people our age to struggle with confidence by comparing themselves to others on social media. We had the chance to learn even more by speaking to a rising star basketball player, Miles Deuce McBride. He was kind enough to share his story with Brooklyn Bab, and here's Caitlin Page with more on our time with the Knicks guard.
During our time with Deuce McBride, we tackled the obstacles within an athlete's life and how an athlete keeps it real both on and off the court.
Hello, it's Brooklyn Bab, and today we have a special guest, Knicks player Miles McBride.
Number 2, Diamante lost it. McBride ahead of the pass. Deuce McBride with the jam. McBride corner 3 knocks it down. McBride from 3. Deuce McBride, his incredible shooting.
Outside of your many athletic achievements, what are some aspects of your life you take pride in and strive to succeed in?
That's a great question. I think just being a brother, a son, a good friend, and just a good human being overall.
Being on an internationally renowned team, how do you keep it real?
Just, giving glory to God and thanking Him every day that I get to do what I love and being able to take care of my family and provide for them at the same time.
Do you have any other superstitions, or do you want to talk more on any faith or specific pregame rituals that you have that you believe affect how you play?
Honestly, I feel like how I prepare affects how I play, and I think just understanding that it's always God's will. Whatever He says will be done, so I just leave it up to Him.
Back-to-back threes for Deuce McBride. Already blocked by McBride.
Now to make it a little more fun, what's on your game day playlist, and how does the music relate to you on and off the court?
I like to switch it up. I got old R&B, so I like to keep it chill sometimes, and then sometimes I like to get a little more amped, so I go with a little bit of Tupac or newer guys like Key Glock, Lil Durk.
If you weren't a professional basketball player, what job can you see yourself doing?
I think I'd be a professional football player.
Mm.
Yeah. If not that, I'd probably get into maybe a little politics.
Nice. What position?
Quarterback.
Well, thank you for giving me some insight on your personal values and on your work, and it was nice meeting you.
Thank you both. It's important to reflect on the wonderful times we had with MSG Classroom this fall, and how we were able to learn so much, not only about the television and sport industry, but how we can keep it real in life.
MSG Classroom to me was amazing. The program offers guidance, professional skills, and network ability. They also offer many other things. They do this by offering a wide variety of speakers to educate the youth and allow students to see the greater future.
For me, MSG Network was a place to grow into a better person and be able to accomplish something greater. We had great opportunities to help us grow, and soon we'll be able to shine in the world. We hope that those who come after us can experience all the amazing lessons MSG Classroom has to offer. Thank you for watching. I'm Gracie Hernandez.
And I'm Demetrius Cato. Always remember to
keep it real.